Hello and welcome back EFD squad, where today we're looking at 5 players who could star for Real Madrid one day soon. Let's roll up these sleeves. 5. Adrien Rabiot. Sad as it may be to admit, Luka Modric is getting old. The Croatian is still brilliant, but at 31, he's got a lot of miles in his legs and is unlikely to be fit for 2 games a week. Real already have Mateo Kovacic, but the former Interman is yet to gain Zidane's trust, and the Frenchman might be tempted to pick up a fellow countryman. Adrien Rabiot was linked with Spurs and Arsenal in 2015, but remained with PSG, where he's since passed 150 senior appearances. Rabiot's vision is excellent, with his 90% pass accuracy topping Modric's by 2%, while he plays a huge 59% of his passes forwards. Though Modric doubles Rabiot's chances created per match with 1.3, the 22-year-old has a better defensive output, running the ball around 4 times a game, and his 6.2 frame also allows him to win headers, coming out on top in 64% of his aerial duels. Most importantly, Rabiot shares Modric's ability to find space in midfield and ghost pass challenges. The two men both complete 2 take-ons a game and both have exceptional success rates, beating their man more than 70% of the time. At almost 10 years younger than Modric, Rabiot would be the ideal long-term heir to the Madrid magician. The question is, how much would it take to tempt PSG into a sale? Not exactly gagging for cash, are they? 4. Jesus Vallejo. In defence, a solution could be a whole lot cheaper. Vallejo is already a Madrid player, and this season has been on loan at Frankfurt, gaining experience in a top league. As a consequence, he should be well suited to a squad role at the Bernabeu next year, as Pepe's contract expires this summer. Eintracht have conceded the same number of Bundesliga goals as Dortmund this campaign, and Vallejo has been excellent in the heart of defence. His 85% pass accuracy is not far off Sergio Ramos's 89% and Nacho's incredible 91%, and he's aggressive with the ball too, sending it forward 77% of the time. Vallejo has also shown an aptitude for the dirty work. While he trails both Madrid centre-halves in tackles per game, he outstrips them in interceptions, making 3 per 90. Madrid prefer their defenders proactive, and it looks like the Zaragothan would be a good fit. At 20, Vallejo still needs to develop his upper body, I can empathise my friend, and his lack of physical power shows in his aerial stats, winning under half of his duels. But it's hard to argue with 3, and Zidane will be keen to give the youngster a chance in pre-season. 3. Theo Hernandez. Closing in on 30 now, Marcelo is still at the peak of his powers, but the Brazilian's backup has long been inadequate. Fabio Coentrão was loaned out last season and has failed to impress in the rest of the time he's been given, making a new young left-back a priority. Theo Hernandez is on loan at Alaves, but belongs to crosstown rivals Atletico. However, the 19-year-old reportedly has a €24 million buyout clause, enabling the Merengues to swoop. Like Marcelo, he loves to attack, completing 2.3 take-ons a game to Marcelo's 1.8, and with a similar success rate of over 60%. Hernandez makes more tackles than the former Fluminense man, whilst Marcelo makes more interceptions, suggesting that Hernandez could work on his anticipation and reading of the game. However, the French youth international has an exceptional physique, boasting tremendous pace despite standing at 6'1", and he wins 60% of the headers he contests, with Marcelo all the way down on 33%. Though Hernandez lacks creative output, only creating a chance every 2 games, you can expect that number to increase when he has a better quality of teammate. While Real Madrid have scored more than 80 league goals this season, Alaves have only just passed 30, so Theo's attacking numbers will likely improve if Los Blancos stump up the money for the young star. 2. Kingsley Coman. Gareth Bale is often injured, Cristiano Ronaldo has now evolved into a striker, so Zidane needs a wide threat. And if Real can't close a deal for Eden Hazard this summer, the Belgian may be too old to justify a huge transfer fee next season when he turns 27. In that case, Los Blancos may be tempted to go in for a younger target, and Kingsley Coman could be that man. Now, the Frenchman is reportedly unsure about closing a deal to join Bayern permanently, and he costs between 50 and 60 million euros. That's well within Real Madrid's spending power. Coman is highly creative, averaging 1.7 key passes a match over the last 2 seasons. That's well above Gareth Bale's 1.3. Meanwhile, he takes around half the number of shots that Bale does, showing that his role is about making chances, not finishing them. He excels at going past defenders on the wing, completing nearly 5 dribbles per 90 under Pep and around 3 during an injury-hit campaign under Carlo Ancelotti. But even that lower number is more than any Real Madrid player has managed this season. One way or another, Coman is going to end up a football superpower. And with the average age of Bale, Benzema and Ronaldo over 29 now, the 20-year-old speedster could be ideal to freshen up Zizou's attack. 1. Harry Kane. Harry Kane seems very happy at Tottenham, but if there's one club which specialises in pinching stars from other teams, it's Real Madrid. Alvaro Morata looks set to leave the club yet again, having had next to no shot in the first team, so perhaps Zidane will look further afield. Kane's record speaks for itself, with 84 goals in the last 132 games for the Lily Whites. This season, he scored every 100 minutes, while Cristiano Ronaldo has found the net every 110. The Englishman isn't simply a poacher though, he has 5 league assists too, a number which would rank him 5th in the Real Madrid squad, and he's also capable of beating defenders, completing 1.2 dribbles a game. That's more than Benzema and CR7. Though his pass completion is a little low at 73%, it's easy to forget that Kane is only 23 years old, and forwards normally peak between 24 and 29. Currently, he's a little eager to shoot from outside the box, with more than a third of his shots coming from distance. But with Toni Kroos and Marcelo providing the service, he'd get better chances closer to goal, in our opinion. I mean, that's not a fact. But it would probably take a world record to get the deal done, but as Modric and Bale have shown, Spurs are willing to do business for big money, and Kane would be well worth it. So, cheers for watching guys. Have we missed anyone out? Stick them in the comments below. As always, you little rapscallions. Now, if you enjoyed this, go and watch last week's Stat Wars, and as ever, don't forget to like and subscribe.